joining us this evening. We're going to show you 3 tours tonight. So the Okanagan experience is what we'll start with. We're going to do Agawa Canyon and Mackinac Island, as well as the Oregon coast and California Redwoods. So without further ado, we will start with the Okanagan. And there's a little video to start it off. I'm going to turn up the lights.
That's better.
That's better? Good. All right.
You're thinking about it again, aren't you? Where should I go? Of all the places you can visit, how do you choose? Well, maybe I can help. Start with the obvious. You want to go to a place that's got great weather all year round. The scenery, a lake, mountains, a place of natural beauty. Like you actually stepped into a postcard. What should you do there? Well, that's easy. Nothing you have to do. And everything you want to do. And maybe a few things you never thought you could do. You want to go to a place where you can meet new friends and reconnect with old ones. A place where you can experience the perfect course, the perfect round, the perfect shot, the perfect shot, well, maybe we can work on that. This place, it should be somewhere you can have new experiences, share new adventures, and food, fresh, local, organic, flavorful, with ingredients from the farm down the road, or the orchard right around the corner. The kind of food you want to savor again and again and again. Okay, maybe that's enough. Here's the thing, deciding where to go, it's not about checking this box or that box. It's about checking them all, and maybe creating a couple of your own. It's about living life to the fullest, whether you do a whole bunch of things or a whole bunch of nothing. Some people say that place doesn't exist. But I've been here all along.
Right. So, a little intro there to the Okanagan experience to show you what it has to offer. So this is a new tour that we've created this year, and it is 10 days, and it will depart on September 11th, 2020. So we'll talk a little bit about this new tour. So the package includes tasting at Mission Hill Family Estate, Bliss Bakery in Peachland, the Dirty Laundry Vineyard in Summerland, the Red Rooster Vineyard in Naramata, the Davison Orchards Country Village, the Planet B Honey Farm, Gatsky's Farmers Market, and the Temple Gardens Mineral Spa and Resort. It includes all your breakfasts, lunch at Davison Orchards, and a dinner at Summerhill Pyramid Winery. So that is what the Okanagan experience will include. So as we head through Alberta, you of course will take in all of the mountain views of the beautiful Canadian Rockies. And we're going to spend 5 nights in Kelowna on this tour. So we'll tour the Okanagan area, but our home base will be Kelowna, and there will be some free time there. So if you want to take in a golf game, or if you would like to, if you have relatives you want to visit there, or do some shopping, there's also a nice casino in Kelowna. So there's lots that the city has to offer, and so we'll have some free time there as well. One of our inclusions, like we talked about, was that tasting at the Mission Hill Family Estate. So we'll have a 45-minute tour there. That'll include a film outlining the winery and the proprietor's philosophy, as well as a barrel cellar tour and a private tutored tasting. So we will see, it's one of the larger wineries there. We are going to go to Peachland and stop at the Bliss Bakery. So they feature delicious foods, real ingredients. The coffee is made using locally roasted Cherry Hill coffee, and of course there's a large variety of desserts and breads and croissants, and one of the nicest parts about it is this beautiful outdoor seating area to sit and enjoy your coffee and pastry in Peachland. Okay, another stop we're going to make is the Dirty Laundry Vineyard in Summerland. This one has a large outdoor patio overlooking the water as well, a beautiful wine and gift shop. They also have gelato here, a deli with neat sodas. They have a pizza grill, and of course there's wine and beer tasting here as well, so we'll spend some time there, maybe have some lunch, but we will take you to the Dirty Laundry Vineyard. An interesting name there. And we're going to head to the Naramata area and to the Red Rooster Winery. This one is perched high above the Okanagan Lake in the rolling hills of Naramata Bench. Some of the most inspiring views, and we'll have a unique experience here as well. Okay, one day we're going to head to the Vernon area, and we're going to see Davison Orchards and Country Village. So we're going to enjoy the full Davison experience. This has a guided group orchard tour followed by lunch and homemade apple pie on the patio. They'll also have fresh pressed apple juice if you like as well. And when you tour the orchard, you get to ride in what they call the Johnny Popper train. So it's made of apple bins that you sit in, but apparently they have nice padded seats, so not to worry about sitting in an apple bin and being uncomfortable. So we're going to spend a good part of our day there. Then we're going to head to the Planet Bee Honey Farm. So we'll view a presentation about the amazing world of the honeybee there. We can taste a selection of the pure unpasteurized honey, browse the store, it has premium quality bee products, as well as visit the Honeymoon Mead tasting bar and learn about the honey wines, as well as give them a try. So lots of yummy flavors to try on this tour. And we're going to go to the Gatsky Farm Market. So it's a bustling market with fruit stands. You can grab some local produce. They have something called Oyama Fire Jelly. They say that you should try it. It's unique to the area. There's also Grandma Gatsky's vintage recipe for superb pies. So you see that pie in the bottom corner there? That recipe is from about 1941, and her great-granddaughters still create from her perfect combination. So you can try some of Grandma's pie as well. So you see those, got the fresh peaches there and everything. So lots of good stuff to try, and there's lots of room under the coach, so feel free to stock up and bring it home with you. Okay, our farewell dinner is going to be at the Summerhill Pyramid Winery. So we'll cap off our time in the Okanagan with a local organic meal overlooking the water here, and just kind of an authentic Canadian experience to take in at this winery. It's won many awards and is a very breathtaking place to have a meal. Okay, on the way home, we're going to stop in Banff. So you'll have some time to enjoy the shops of Banff, grab a beaver tail. If you've never had one of those, they're absolutely delicious pastry as well. Lots of food on this tour, lots of good food and good wine and good stuff. So you can try that as well. And our last night will be spent in Moose Jaw at the Temple Gardens Mineral Spa, so we can enjoy the mineral waters there. So bring your bathing suit. So we will, just have a really luxurious 10 days on the Okanagan experience. So the prices here for double per person is $19.79, and then single is $28.79. Both are plus applicable taxes. We require $200 per person deposit, and you can do optional travel insurance at booking. Okay, final payment will be due July 28th for this one, and if you book before June the 12th, we will give you $50 off per person. So any questions about the new Okanagan experience? No? Ready to move along to the next one? All right, so next we'll talk about Agawa Canyon and Mackinac Island. I will start this one by saying that last year we completely sold this tour out. We did have to turn people away. This year we now have 2 departures. We have guaranteed the September 24th departure already. There's been quite a lot of interest. So if this is something that you're interested in doing, we recommend that you get your name in as soon as possible. It's a very, very popular tour. And we're going to show you why. So it's 8 days. Like I said, 2 departures, the 20th and the 24th of September. And this is what it includes. So we're going to stop at Kekabeka Falls. We'll see the Terry Fox Monument. We will do the Agawa Canyon train excursion. We'll take the ferry to Mackinac Island. We will have a horse and carriage tour on the island. This includes, of course, your motor coach transportation, quality hotel accommodations, and baggage handling. 5 breakfasts are included in this tour, a boxed lunch on the Agawa Canyon train, and we treat you to the Grand Buffet Luncheon at the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. So there you can see the train there that you take through the canyon. So Kekabeka Falls is one of our first stops. It's a beautiful picture stop. It is 30 kilometers west of Thunder Bay, and it is nicknamed the Niagara of the North. So you can see it's quite a magnificent waterfall there. So we will take that in. We'll also stop at the Terry Fox Monument. Not only does it pay tribute to Terry Fox, there's when you're at the monument, you can see a panoramic view of Thunder Bay. So including the Sleeping Giant, if you've heard of that, it's in the background of Thunder Bay. The monument is not exactly where he stopped. It's about 4 kilometers west. There is a marker on the highway for the exact spot, but you know, they couldn't put this beautiful monument right on the highway, so they found a nice, beautiful spot to honor him. So we will stop and take that in. And all aboard to Sault Ste. Marie. And this is where we will get on the Agawa Canyon train. So commentary will be provided on the train. You will travel 114 miles north of Sault Ste. Marie through the Canadian Shield, and we will enjoy lunch on the floor of the canyon in a nice park area there. Here is some of the beautiful views that you will see on the train, and you know, we recommend that you don't take the picture's word for it, you try it yourself because it's pretty amazing. So this is what you will see, and hopefully some of those beautiful fall colors will be happening at the end of September. And then we're going to jump on the ferry. They actually call this a hydroplane. They're this type of ferry that they use. So you will see the 5-mile-long Mackinac Bridge, which connects St. Ignace to Mackinac City. And they call it either the Mighty Mac or the Big Mac, not to be confused with your favorite hamburger. And we will see that amazing bridge there on our way to the beautiful Mackinac Island. So there are no cars on Mackinac Island, emergency vehicles only. So it creates quite a peaceful atmosphere not having any vehicles there. And the entire island is a National Historic Landmark. And it only has a year-round population of about 500. So a lot of seasonal workers, but small actual population. So beautiful, these beautiful Victorian homes. You'll see in the background there's an amazing golf course as well, and there is free time on the island. So presidents, a lot of famous folks have golfed on that golf course. So get to see that. We're going to take you on that guided tour. And of course, we'll do it by horse-drawn carriage because we can't do it in any sort of motor coach on the island. So yeah, you'll learn all about the island and the historic homes while you are on your horse-drawn tour. And we treat you to the Grand Luncheon Buffet at the Grand Hotel. Look at those amazing desserts. So the Grand Hotel is, you know, kind of something to see in itself, and you all get to have the full experience by enjoying the lunch buffet. Okay, and of course, it's like I said, we have free time on the island. So here are some of the things you might want to do. There is the Fort Mackinac Museum there that you can take in. You can spend some more time at the hotel. Mackinac Island is famous for its fudge, so you can go to these fudge shops and see it being made at the shops. You know, you can take a walk, and you can even rent a bike and bike around the island. The great thing about this is you have your Fehr-Way tour director on site with you. If you're looking for ideas of what to do in your free time, they will definitely help you out in letting you know what are nice things to do on the island. But on the way back, we're going to go the north shore of Lake Michigan to go home through Marquette and Grand Rapids, and then it is home sweet home to Winnipeg. And so, like I said, 8 days, 20th and 24th of September. Double price, $16.99 per person. Single price, $23.49. Of course, plus applicable taxes. $200 per person deposit, plus your optional travel insurance due at booking. And final payment for this one will be August 6th, 2020. And again, we'll do $50 off per person if you book before June the 26th. So any questions about Agawa Canyon and Mackinac Island? Definitely book this one soon if you want to get on it. looking to be very popular again this year. So, all right, and lastly, we will do the Oregon Coast and California Redwoods. Right. So it's a 15-day tour. This year it's going to go on October the 12th. And here's some Fehr-Way folks. This is from just this past October. And here's what we have in this tour. So a guided tour of Seattle. Of course, we go to Redwood National Park, the Oregon Dunes National Recreation Area, the Avenue of the Giants, the Humboldt Redwood State Park, the Napa Valley Wine Train, Pier 39, Fisherman's Wharf, a guided tour of San Francisco, the San Francisco Bay Cruise, South Lake Tahoe, Virginia City. It includes 7 breakfasts, a picnic lunch, a gourmet lunch aboard the wine train, and a Fehr-Way dinner. So that is what that includes. So there's take a look at our route there. So we first head through Moose Jaw, over to Lethbridge, and then south. So we'll head to Seattle and down, and then back up through Nevada, Idaho, and Montana. So another look at the Moose Jaw Mineral Spa. So that was taken by one of our Fehr-Way directors, so that's what it looks like there. So definitely bring your swimsuit so you can enjoy that on our first night. Okay, we're going to go through Crow's Nest Pass and the Frank Slide. So the Frank Slide is famous because it is a rock slide that buried the town at 4:10 a.m. on April 29th, 1903. And the site of the disaster remains nearly unchanged. So you can see there that rock slide. And I love this photo because it shows our lovely driver clearing off the snow in October so everyone can read the sign. So you can read all about it. So, okay. We're going to do a guided tour of Seattle. We're going to spend 2 nights in Seattle. There's about 4 million people in the area. The U.S.'s 15th largest city. Seattle is one of its things that makes it famous is about all the different artists and musicians that have come out of there. So a lot of those grunge 90s bands are from Seattle. Jimi Hendrix, Kenny G, Heart. So lots of music history there in Seattle. It is nicknamed the Emerald City because it is surrounded by water, mountain evergreens, forests, and encompasses thousands of acres of parklands. So quite an amazing city there. You will have a free day. So here are some ideas for some optional excursions if you choose. So that Choluli Garden in Glass, so that has those blown glass exhibits that are quite beautiful. You can also check out the Space Needle, that 520-foot panoramic view. That is our tour director Eric sitting up top there. And then you could also check out the Museum of Pop Culture if you like. It was a nonprofit dedicated to contemporary pop culture. It was founded by the co-founder of Microsoft in 2000. So, and also Pike Place, because if you're a coffee fan, you're going to want to see the first Starbucks. That's where it all started. Okay, here's some of our views in Oregon along the coast there. You can see our luxury beaver bus coach heading down the coast. Okay, we're going to go to the Oregon Dunes National Recreation Area. So Eric took this picture last year of this young man sandboarding. It's kind of interesting, so you'll see that, and it's 40 miles of wind-sculpted shifting dunes. So we're going to go there. And of course, we're going to see those redwoods. There's our group there doing some good old tree hugging. All right. So we'll see the Avenue of the Giants, the Humboldt Redwood State Park. So we'll see those 2,000-year-old trees, some as tall as 360 feet. So kind of one of those bucket list things we all kind of want to see. Okay, if you're lucky, you might see some neat wildlife as well. See the drive-through tree. Okay, gives you a good perspective there, seeing the bus and then seeing the trees next to it. And there's our group in the drive-through tree. We're also going to enjoy a picnic lunch in the heart of the Redwoods. So we'll hang out in the park there, enjoy our lunch, and see some more of these amazing trees. Okay, then it's on our way to San Francisco. We are going to do the Napa Valley Wine Train. So it's a 3-hour excursion, and we enjoy a 4-course gourmet lunch in a vintage dining car. So very nice meal that you'll have there. We're going to spend some time at Fisherman's Wharf. Try the lobster bisque. If you like seafood, okay, this is the place to try it. Okay, we're going to take you on the San Francisco Bay Cruise. So you'll actually go under the Golden Gate Bridge on this cruise, and we'll get up close to Alcatraz Island so you can have a look at the island from the water. There's some of our Fehr-Way guests getting on their bay cruise there. So bring a sweater because it might be chilly out on the boat that day. Okay, we're going to get a guided tour. So a local guide will come on and give us a guided tour of San Francisco. We'll see those painted ladies there. If we all remember that show Full House. Remember on the intro there when they're all sitting in the park having their picnic? Okay, so you can take a picture there, just like John Stamos. And can try the trolley as well, some of these iconic things that you know, go with being in San Francisco. And we're going to take a look at the Golden Gate Bridge. There's a nice area that we'll stop to get a group photo or a photo with the bridge in the background. So you're going to see the bridge from that view. You're also going to see the bridge, of course, going under when you're on the cruise, and we're also going to drive over the bridge. So you're going to see it in a few different ways. Okay. We're going to stop in Virginia City, Nevada. This town is also a National Historic Landmark. And the hit show Bonanza that ran in the 50s and 60s was based out of Virginia City. You can see here, they've got a little picture here of the Ponderosa Ranch from the show and pictures of the actors and that kind of thing. But this is also what's considered the birthplace of Mark Twain because he penned his first article using that pen name in Virginia City. We're going to go to the biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada. So if you're a gambler at all, you can try your luck. And we are going to go to Twin Falls, Idaho. And does anybody remember who tried to jump the Snake River Canyon? Evel Knievel, yeah. So he was not successful. However, there was a stuntman in 2016 who was and did the same kind of rocket-style motorcycle, and he actually made it over the Snake River. So we're going to stop and take a look at that. So some beautiful waterfalls there as well. And of course, a farewell dinner, Fehr-Way dinner there. So we'll get to enjoy some laughs and food with our new friends from our tour. Have a nice meal to end off our great tour. So it's 15 days, October the 12th. Double occupancy is $31.99 plus tax per person. Your single is $44.49 plus tax. Once again, you're going to do $200 per person for your deposit plus any optional travel insurance. And final payment for this one will be August 28th, 2020. And again, we will give you $50 off per person if you book before July 14th. So any questions about the Oregon coast and the California Redwoods? No? Okay. Well, we do have a slideshow video of Oregon and California if you'd like to watch that. And then we will do some door prizes. I will get Mel to cue that up.